All right, so you, again, make sure you watch that. You should have watched that introduction video. And then down here, this is what you clicked on to get here for me. You should already have these notes taken into your notebook on page 13. We're going to go ahead and move on to the third nonfiction signpost for today. We do have 2 more after this, but we're only going to do 3 today, okay, or this week. All right, so on slide number 7, it has this, numbers and stats. So again, you're going to see the 3 different things that you need to do on your own. This introduction video, I do want you to make sure you watch that. And then you guys will do the let's practice part. You guys can do that on your own. All right, so numbers and stats, what you're going to notice is that there are exact numbers or amounts that help you visualize the author's point, okay? Clue words or phrases, watch for exact numbers. So if you're reading an article or you're reading something and it has an exact number versus using a relative number, you want to pay attention to what that exact number is. A lot of that kind of comes into play when you have a percentage of something, because you're going to see percents a lot. But if you, so for instance, like right here, it says relative amounts, okay? If you were to use the sum, you could say, for example, maybe there is, let's just act like I'm a news person, which obviously I'm not. But anyways, so what if I went to a basketball game and I'd be like, man, I went to this basketball game and there were a lot of people at this basketball game, and I just kept going on and talking about this basketball game. I just said the word a lot. To all of you, the word a lot means a different, okay? I have 2 little girls at home. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. If I told my 3-year-old that she could have a lot of candy, which she would be really thrilled with that, she would think that she would get like 5 pieces of candy because she thinks the word a lot is like 5. Or a lot of you are like, that is not a lot, because it's not for a lot of us. No pun intended there, okay? Because you think of the word a lot, and we may think, well, it could be like 100 pieces of candy. Okay, so it's different for different people. So that's where you need to have like that exact number, whatever that is. So let's go back to what I was talking about, this basketball game. If I were to say, so I said there's this basketball game, there were a lot of people there. Whereas I could say, I went to this basketball game and there were over 15,000 people there. That really hits you a little bit different. And when you see those exact numbers, you want to ask yourself these questions. Why does the author use these numbers or amounts? Is there a place where an author could have used an exact number or amount but chose to use a relative amount instead? Why might this be? So sometimes authors will use an exact number because they're trying to tell us something, okay? But sometimes they will not share the exact number and they'll say a relative amount because maybe they're trying to hide something, or maybe they're trying to not persuade us about something, or maybe they are trying to persuade us. I don't know. So make sure that when you see those exact numbers that you kind of pause and go, okay, well, interesting. What can I gather from this piece of information? Okay. All right. So what you're going to do is you are going to, as soon as this video stops, you're going to go to slide number 7. You're going to watch the introduction video to kind of give you more information about what numbers and stats is. And then you're going to do the let's practice. There are 2 of them. They are both videos. This first video, our athletes getting bigger and stronger, you don't need to watch the whole thing. I would say like watch maybe 3 to 4 minutes. That's all you need to watch. And then you can go down to this one, can earbuds cause hearing loss? And you can look at that one. And do watch the whole thing on that one. And then you will get back on with me for slide 8 and we'll take those notes. All right, so introduction video, this first link, 3 to 4 minutes, watch that, and then watch the whole thing for the second link. Okay? All right, awesome.